8:44 new this morning. This standout swimmer is making waves in and out of the pool. Joining us live in studio for this month's edition of She's in the Game, Jenks' own Mylie Bradley. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me when you started swimming.
I started swimming at about 7 years old, and just really because I had a pool in my backyard, actually. And I was in summer league, and my summer league coaches were on my parents and were like, let's get her into club, because I would be racing 9, 10-year-olds and, you know, dominating. So then they were like, let's get her into club. So at like 8, I started swimming club and just kind of shot off from then.
Started competing.
Yes.
And so what did you love about competing?
I just love the fact that I could control it, you know, that like my attitude and my effort was all up to me, and the way like I practiced and the way I trained and the way I worked really hard would reflect within a meet. And then if I wasn't doing that, it wouldn't reflect, you know. And swim's just it is a team sport, but it also is a lot up to you and like what you want to do with it. And you can either work really hard and go places, or you can just swim laps in the pool.
I was never an athlete, but I've learned through my kids that sports can teach you so much and can really shape your character. You learn so many important lessons, like you just described. You put in some really hard work and kind of grueling hours as a young person. What time were you up and in the pool for morning practices?
So like earlier, like my freshman and sophomore year, it was definitely like up at 4:30, let's get some breakfast in the pool by 5. And now it's kind of died down, and I've got practice at 7, earliest on a couple days when I do weights at 6. And it's definitely nice to get to sleep in a little bit longer, but still 6 a.m. isn't easy for anybody. But I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're committed to it, dedicated to it, putting in that work. You've committed to Nebraska. You're headed to Nebraska. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What made you choose Nebraska?
My coaches. I love my coaches so much, and I grew up with the girls. Like when I was younger, we would go to meets and I would be able to race them in a couple races, and I just got to see the way that they interacted with Pat and Pablo and just how their energy was, and that was something that I knew I wanted right off the bat. And just the moment I stepped down in Lincoln with a smile on my face, I knew that that's where I wanted to be.
Yeah, you just felt at home.
At home, home away from home.
What goals do you have for yourself competing in college?
In all honesty, I want to be a Big Ten champion. I want to be an NCAA champion. I think that's been something that's been a goal for me since I was a little kid. And I work really hard and do the right things, and I just feel like, why not shoot for the stars and try to go for the highest place and the highest like title that I can, you know?
It's fantastic. Well, we will be cheering you on from Tulsa, and you told me that you eventually probably want to get a degree in nursing.
Yes,
which I
yes,
think
ma'am.
is awesome, fantastic. You can do so many different things with it. Mylie, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's just been a joy to visit with you, and we will be cheering you on from Tulsa. You can watch this month She's in the Game. Just go to FOX23.com, click on FOX23 Sports, and then click on the She's in the Game tab.